it's been 3 years since we did your first personal branding interview. Can you maybe share the highlights of your career, of your personal brand over those last 3 years?
Now look, Nick, I must say, if I go back, and I think 3 years ago, but if I go back to 2005, when I started getting involved in social media and in things like LinkedIn, I actually remember I went on LinkedIn for the first time in 2005 already. Quiet years and so on, but since 3 years ago, since we've had our last chat, I actually have been astounded. I have to say astounded, because what I was evolving at that stage and transforming and trying new things and doing something different, trying to disrupt social media per se, and specifically LinkedIn per se, it has turned out significantly more powerful than what I thought. You would remember I discussed that LinkedIn has got the possibility of being your CV, being your blogging tool, being your website, being your online communication platform, and being your social media platform. And being a combination of, if you use it right, Instagram, Twitter, and even Facebook. As long as you use it right, as long as you don't abuse it, and as long as you understand your audience and your network and the connections you are linked to. And what I've seen over the 3 years, and we still discuss, can this work, can it not work? Is it possible? Should you have all the platforms? Should you spend time on all of them? But I decided to focus on LinkedIn as a platform with a bit of a combination of Instagram and Twitter. And the power that I see now of building your connections, firstly. I mean, I'm up to 22,500. And this is not connections willy picked. These are selected connections that initially I had to request to be connected to people. But these days, because of the power of that personal brand that is evolved, I find so many people invite me to connect. And I must admit, because of my books I wrote on different subject matter, I get people now connecting with me that's not financial people per se only, but people that's interested in cryptocurrencies, as an example. So my network has widened up in the type of connections I'm getting requests from to connect to. But at 22,500, now people say, how can you be connected to so many people and virtually be interactive? Well, if you use your technology right, it's amazing what you can do. And if you use your time right, it's amazing what you can do. So I do interact, and I still do nothing automatically. I do it manually. I still believe in it by person and so on. So to answer your question, what I have seen is the power of social media, giving personal branding a disrupted field, a field that you become a brand in a very short time, considering where it could take us 25 years in the past, and a lot of money and cost to be spent on it. But now what I find is the social media drive the brand, as long as you have the respect for social media and driving that brand. And therefore, if you stay authentic, if you stay consistent, if you are ethical, and if you build a bit of thought leadership with a bit of authority, your power of social media is absolutely, completely misunderstood. And I believe now, I'm confident, and maybe in the next 5 years I'll feel even more confident, that LinkedIn is the platform for professionals, for business people. And if you use your brand correctly with all of the power of your connections and not abusing your connections, there's nothing stronger in my opinion for personal branding.